Hello, this is Ashi from Crafting with Ashi and welcome to this video. This is the little bag we're making today. Isn't it cute, as you can see? And you can close it up like that. Really cute. So let me show you how I did it. Supplies you're going to need. This is the Perfect Posy cardstock, and I've got one sheet of A4 cardstock that I've cut in half. And then I've got some scraps of the Perfect Posy and scraps of Whisper White. And this is the Best Dressed Designer Series paper, and I've got two. There's a 6x6 pad of paper, and I've got two sheets here. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to do. We're first going to be using this die, and this is called All Dressed Up dies. Let me open them for you. So we're going to be using this die for the handle. And this is the die that makes the bag, and you're going to cut this out twice. Okay, and then you've also got all these extra little bits here, so you've got these two pieces here to make buckles and some buttons and stuff, and then the rest of the pieces actually coordinate with the stamp set, which is the Dress to Impress. So you've got the shoe, the perfume bottle, the lipstick, etc. Okay. Now this comes as a bundle, so you can buy these two together and save 10%, and these are new in the Spring Summer catalogue. So let me put that aside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one out twice out of the Purple Posy cardstock, and then for this I'm only going to cut out this big shape here. So I'm going to place it into my cutting machine, something like that, but I only cut out this shape here, and I'm going to do that twice as well, and then I'm also going to cut out this twice. So let me put that through all through the big shot and I'll be back. Okay, so that's everything cut out. So now I'm just going to take my bone folder and I'm going to fold on all the score lines. You don't need to fold, just gentle fold will be fine, because it's scored everything and you don't want to break the cardstock. Okay, so you're just going to score on all the lines like that. Okay. There we go. So that's that done. So now I'm going to bring back our Designer Series paper and we're going to do some cutting. So it's really difficult to see here, nearly impossible. Maybe you can sort of see here, not really, maybe. Yeah, there you can see. You see you've got these dotted lines here all the way around. These. Now you have the same thing on your Designer Series paper, and we're going to cut along those dotted lines. And this bit aside. Okay, so bring these two back. Now they're going to be joined here by these two little tabs. So now we're going to put some tear and tape on these tabs, if I can find the end. And you just want to make sure you don't go over the score line. Okay. There we go, some tear and tape, and as I said before, tear and tape is pressure adhesive tape, so just give it a little burnish with your bone folder and that will make it easier to get the backs off and it will stick better. So take one of these off, tuck in any tape that's hanging over the edge, and now making sure that you've got these two pieces both at the top so it matches. I'm actually going to just zoom you in a little bit so you can see maybe a bit better. You're just going to line up your pieces here along the score line, so the top and the bottom are flush, making sure you don't go over the score line, so it's just like that. Okay, so then we can see it's going to come together like that, but before we do that we want to put our Designer Series paper on, so it'll make it easier. So I'm just going to use some Tombow again. I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow on there, and because we cut around those dotted edges, we're just going to fit this back in into the dotted area like that, something like that anyway. So then we have our one piece there, and it's just, I find it easier because of the shape of this bag especially, it's just easier to do this before we actually finish assembling the bag. So then we're just going to put, and also it gives you, using Tombow for this is good, so it gives you a little bit of wiggle room to get things the right way. So there we go. So now we're going to attach the side of our bag, and this time you do need to bring this up so you've got this edge meets here. Don't go over the score line, just bring them up flush like that. Okay, and then you can decide how you want your bag to come together, and these two bits here will naturally fold. So then decide, doesn't really matter which is your front and which is your back, but you've got a seam on both bits. But I'm going to have this as my back and this is my front, so I'm going to put some designer series paper, some tear and tape there on the bottom one to hold this together. And you could have done this before you assembled the bag, otherwise it would have been easier, but I wasn't thinking, so we will do it this way and it will be absolutely fine. Give it a bit of a burnish down and then take off our strips of paper, and then we're just going to fold in our sides, fold in the base and stick it down. So there we go. And now you can see here, if you press at the bottom there, you have this little diagonal, so if you press there you'll find it will just pinch in nicely. Okay, and you can have it like that or whichever way you want the bag to be. It's up to you. So now we are just going to attach our handles. So I'm going to do this with Tombow as well, and I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow on either end of the handle, like that. Now I put the handles at the very edge here. You don't need to do that. You can do whatever you like. Okay, so I'm just going to put that in there, and then I'm going to fold it round. Whoops. Put it in and hold it for a second. Obviously this little glue will set, and then you're just going to fold it down and I'm just going to pinch the two sides together like this too until the glue's set, and there you've got your handle. I'm just going to do exactly the same on the other side. Now you can also attach it with glue dots. I think you could even use a dimensional if you wanted to. It's really up to you, whatever takes your fancy. Now the second handle, all you want to do is try and get it roughly the same height. So if you look at them like that, I think they look roughly the same. Pinch it down and there you go, there's your handles. Okay, so this is the front of my bag, so I'm going to leave it there so I remember which is which, and we're going to do some quick stamping. So I'm going to bring in my Whisper White, and I'm going to bring in my Blackberry Bliss, and I'm going to be using, as I said, the Dress to Impress stamp set. I'm going to be using the stamp set here that says Hello Fabulous. So ink that up, and then just down, hold, up, lovely. And close up my ink pad before I have a disaster, and I'm actually going to also just set that aside to dry for a second while I clean my stamp, because Blackberry Bliss ink seems to always have a nature to get everywhere, and I don't want it to get on my project, so I'm going to put that aside now. And then I'm going to bring back in this punch, and this is also new in the spring summer catalogue, and this is called the Label Me punch, and we're going to punch out our sentiment from here. Okay, and just try and get it as straight as you want. Okay, so put that aside, and then we're going to cut out another piece here from Purple Posy. Okay, and then all I'm going to do here is cut this piece in half, and then turn this over, and I'm going to put a bead of Tombow along the top and the bottom like that. Take my sentiment, and we're just going to use this little bit as a mat, so I'm just going to put this, trying to get it even on both sides. Whoops, that didn't work. Great thing with Tombow, it gives you a little bit of wriggle room. And then I'm going to do the same on the bottom. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to stick this down with a couple of dimensionals onto our bag. Okay, so bring the bag back. I'm going to put that there, the centre of our bag. Hello Fabulous. And then finishing touches, I've got these, the Noble Peacock rhinestones, and I'm going to use one of these pink ones, if I can get it off the sheet that is, and I'm just going to put it here at the end of the hello. Clear the decks. That's what we just made. That's the one I made earlier. I really think they're super cute. You could have them on the table as little favours. Really just, you know, lovely super cute little bags to make. So thank you for watching. If you want any information about the project, it'll be on the blog post on my website. And the links to my website and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.